Let's welcome our host Sir Alberto Abira aka TATA Bert.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, I say hello and mabuhay. We come to be alive again and kicking. And this morning, we have a good time arguing and agreeing and disagreeing. We both agree and disagree that the subject, which is very interesting, that racism exists. Some people may surprise. They are surprised why there is racism. But for a knowledgeable person like anybody else here, racism is not new agenda in our community, in our civilization. It is not new. But for those who have just experienced, of course, it really felt sad that why this thing still is happening in this modern world. Because for the Philippines, racism is not new because the experience from our history, Philippines was not free. They are always under the role of the Caucasian, like Spain, for the last 300 years or more. So the subject of racism, it is not new because from the very beginning, we are already subjected to the sufferings of inhuman treatment of our fellow humans like the Caucasians, especially Spain, who maltreated our country, our people, for the last 300 years again or more. So, the subject this morning was brought to us our attention. What could we do about racism? Why it is happening in this modern world of Montreal? For me, I think that's a joke because it's not only now because this election is coming, the subject has to be brought up. The mere fact, if they have to open their eyes, racism here is left and right. Look at our municipal government. Are they hiring openly without selection of whom they want? The choice, making a choice is already part of racism. Because I know for one thing, that is democracy. You are free to accept and you have the right to refuse. When you refuse, that is partly part of racism. Because why you have to refuse? And why you have to select? Because the moment that you have a choice, that is already racism. But if you don't have a choice, you are following blindly, you are a robot. So, actually, racism, whether we like it or not, it will exist anywhere in this world. Because that's a freedom of choice. If you agree with me or disagree, why don't you join on this subject so we could hear your views? Because for me, I could only express my own views. And what about yours? Will you just accept what I said? So let's hear from you. The subject is interesting, especially we immigrants here. We don't come here to argue and fight the host country. We agree. We came here already. We know that we have to follow, because if we don't like what we have arrived here, why still come here? So for us, we have a big good reason why we have to endure this racism. The mere fact that looking to our employee is racism. The mere fact that the municipal is not hiring us, just imagine picking up the garbage. There should be a way that you have to be something what they are required for us. We are not talking about we are not arguing on the garbage. We are making the cleanliness of the city by picking up the garbage as a garbage collector, which is a noble job. But why not everybody could get in? Why you have to be discriminated? Why you have to select whom you would like to hire only? Just because we don't speak French? Does disqualify us that to pick up garbage? Okay, come on. So these politicians would say, they are surprised there is an existence of racism. Open your eyes, gentlemen. We immigrants accept that, because whether we like it or not, we are here in this will still existing. If we don't have to pinpoint you when and where, but you don't feel that because it doesn't happen to you. But we endure. We never complain. Maybe some would complain, but it is our hardship vow that no matter what because we want to earn, we want to elevate our standard of living, we want to support our community, we want to support our beloved family. So we are ready to suffer and obey in your command, whatever it is. So long as it is noble. Okay. Discrimination is applied, but we don't pay too much attention on that. We are even grateful that despite of what you think discrimination, we meekly abide and follow diligently the requirements. Maybe some would complain, but you cannot find Filipinos would complain when the work not assigned to them and they are given. They just follow, make it, and for a good reason, for the future of the family that will benefit their children and the meager earnings that they could raise when they are being employed. So, actually, racism in 1972, we are very active. I could name one leader still existing, Mr. Funumi, who is our compatriots in every demonstration being held when it comes to racism or abuse or dismiss, and we are there to support and follow the rally why this is being done. Like in every occasion, like in every openings in the country, there is always something. We Filipinos will be the last to be hard unless nobody is applying as the time we come in. It is not the question because we don't have the proper knowledge and ability to do it because our looks and we have to accept them. We cannot argue I am as good as you are because nobody would believe you. Even you believe yourself that you are equal. No, sir. No matter what I look, I could always look on myself in the mirror. Am I equal to you? Not exactly. So I'm just fooling myself if I believe myself that I'm equal. So racism always apply. Okay, yes, friend. And Sel, could you say something?
Hello,
Hello,
how are
good
you?
evening. Fine,
How are you?
fine, thank you. Welcome.
You look so great today
Oh, not only today. Oh,
because I
how's
just
your,
see you now. How's your day today?
my day today was marvelous. I was really happy. I was able to express openly with this opportunity that the PRM are giving to me because for the first time I could express myself what I want to say and what I want not to say. So thank God
Yeah,
that this modern techniques and situation uh, give us an opportunity to express ourselves.
it's my pleasure to see you also in very nice space.
Why? What's wrong with my face? Because I'm old?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
smiling.
care about that.
Anyways, I have just a little bit question to you, sir,
Okay, good.
because I'm just I want to go also in Canada. I'm just want to apply. In your opinion, what is your in a first timer? What is your what can you give to the first timer to go in Canada, to
Okay.
immigrate in Canada as a first timer? Me as a first timer to apply in Canada. What is your advice to them?
Are you applying or are you in Canada already? You are still
No,
applying.
I'm just still applying. I'm here in Hong Kong now,
You are
so
in
I'm
Hong Kong.
planning
Okay.
to yeah.
Okay, good. That is a very good question because in early 70s, lots of our kababayan uh, came from Hong Kong, Israel, or London, or any other parts of the Philippines, but not coming directly from the Philippines. And how is that?
Yeah.
Because Canada would like to recruit directly to our country looking for this caregivers and all the help they needed and all the manpower they required. But they are being stopped by our Philippine politicians
Mm.
because if, for example, Canada would offer you $10 an hour, a congressman would say to the employer that will take care of your labor, your $10 offering to our manpower, you could even uh, save because we could recruit as a politician, we could recruit maybe half or a little bit, but not as that you could, I'll make you assure you that you could save. So instead of $10, you will be paying only $7. And of course, if you are recruiters, whom do you
Mm.
whom do you grab that opportunity? Of course, wherein you can save to the sacrifice of our fellow kababayan. So Canada really wants to have a direct hiring, but being stopped. So the
Mm.
discrimination, we have to go to the topic, is not for the employer, but to our own people itself. They want to take advantage of the needy that whatever it is, they have to grab so long as they could the, get an employment here abroad. And why is that? Because the employer cannot go direct to the Philippines because the recruiters or the employment agency are the politicians. They in control. They are not there to help Our people, they are there to supply the employer, but with own cuts. So what it is, you understand that. Okay,
Mm,
actually, you have a good opportunity because in Hong Kong, maybe don't approach the the middle person. You could go direct to the Hong Kong to the Canadian embassy and apply there because if you have some reference whom you think that could make a referrals, this employer are really happy to get you directly. If you
mm.
know where, okay, if you don't have any referrals, I know you know somebody here in Canada already. So see to it that you will not be what the word SKAM. That's all, because we
Sir,
Filipinos.
how did you?
Yes,
Sorry.
go ahead.
How and how did you know if you scam when you
You,
applying
you
in
are
Canada? Because
you are
I
about to be
just
scammed.
yeah.
Okay, young lady, you are very intelligent enough to ask that question because before you release your hard-earned money, you have to make sure that it is going to the right way. You have all the, the evidence and the papers, and you have double check, is this the right person? Better still, as they said, check the manpower. Do, do you trust the manpower in the Philippines?
I don't think so. Yeah, I trust, but
That's good.
I don't need
You
comment.
you have to trust somebody, but before trust, if you trust somebody, check also the immigration, check also the other agency. Is this trustful, worthy company? Because double checking will not exert you, will not lose your intention of getting employed, but actually will make you strong and be confirmed that at least you are doing right and you don't want
Yeah.
to throw away your hard-earned money. Lucky if you have that money, but I know because I'm also Filipino, we have to borrow. By all means, we have to sell our Carabao, the last items we have in order to get employment. But placement
Because I
money.
already scam.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
asked.
that's why you are. So now you have the experience. It is a
Yeah.
good lesson. Experience will teach you. So because hard-earned money will never come back, but so long as you have a good health, money is nothing. Thank God that you are healthy and money could be spent and earn and come back. But first of all, thank that you have doing it the right way. As referrals, as some reliable institution to make that what you are doing is right. Okay, because I have an experience here. I have so many caregivers coming from Hong Kong because in early 70s, Canada is widely open, but not coming from Philippines. They came from England, they come from Middle East, and when they took vacation as an excuse, they would like to drop by in Canada to visit Canada, which will come when you are coming from other countries, but not Philippines. That the government is stopping you. I have that experience too. So I passed through Guam and get a green card and come back to Canada. But my case is totally different. So you have experienced that.
Yeah. But
So
I really love to work in Canada, even if I scam.
mm, no.
I
Your hard-earned money. That is a
yeah.
precious thing. No, make sure double check. There's nothing wrong with that. You lost nothing. before you lost your hard-earned money. Double check. Double check some other agency that
Yes.
asking them, is this reliable? Yeah, am I doing right? Because each of them is competing that they are the right, but who is really talking honestly for an applicant like everybody else? Good question, Iha. So I know you have all the initiative, the energy, willing to start anytime, God willing.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Um,
Is there anything
and
else?
what are the benefits in Canada if you are already working there? An
Oh,
advantage, yeah, for the people who wants to work in Canada.
first of all, when you are a landed immigrants or you have a working permit already,
Mm.
you will be paying your insurance as a, or your health insurance, which Medicare, which is automatically covers everything you want. If you are out of employment, you will still be getting an employment salary. And if you are get
Mm.
sick because you are covered, you have your health insurance, everything is free. You could have your official retoki or whatever, it is free. You have a major surgery, it will be free so long as you have your Medicare. So that is one thing, uh, very good advantage, especially us Filipinos who are afraid to visit hospitals because we will not be admitted without money. We have to show our bank account first before we can be admitted. Well, that is a fact. So that is one on benefit. But when you are sick, you still be receiving unemployment or sick leave pay. Housing, unless you are live out caregiver, you have to rent your own. Subsidy might comes, but it all depends on how many are you in the apartment that you will hire. And of course, most caregivers would rather start as a live-in caregiver. Of course, uh, your work will be a little bit longer sometimes, but once the government nowadays, you will be compensated for overtime every time you exceed 8 hours working because you have your own quarter. After 8 hours of work, you close your apartment. Maybe your employee is just next door, but every time he bothers you, make a recordings, whatever activities he give you. Okay, Iha? I hope,
Okay, thank you. I'm so grateful of your answer. I have a little bit knowledge when I'm going to Canada or I will apply.
yeah. One thing sure, you are a college graduate, Iha, so there's nothing wrong with double checking every move you have because you have to take care of your earnings. You have to take care of your health. Be see to it that the employer will not abuse you. You have the right to complain. And we have here also that uh, caregivers or Filipinos who are being abused, we have some facilities to work on that. We are here, the
Okay,
Filipino organization that we take care of our countrymen, our country people, our kababayan. We are here. Likewise, for all you know, thus this pandemic and especially the current situation of flooding, we are very active here. We raise a lot of money plus the support of the Canadian government, municipal and provincial. Every organization here is trying every effort to raise a single centavo in order to support and share our kababayan. We care our kababayan. We care our people. We care our country. So, bless you, Iha. Make sure you have moving in the right way. Don't be
Thank you
shy
for your
to
excellent
explain.
answer, sir.
Okay.
So adorable.
This is- Thank you. Okay. I'll go back to the subject which this morning that we have been discussing, discrimination.
Mm,
Uh, do you feel you are being discriminated?
yeah, always.
Okay.
I almost, but
So,
I keeping it not weakness.
okay.
I'm
So,
strong for
yeah.
the discrimination.
So, how do you feel? Do you uh, feel that you are about to give up, or do you want to prove that those who are discriminating you believe that you are better than them?
In my opinion, sir, discrimination is a part of reality in our life.
Thank you, Ahad. That's the word.
That's why we need
Yes.
to make hard work, and we need to face the challenge and trials in our life in order to encounter that to be
That's the right
successful.
word there. Thank you very much. I've been waiting for that for our discussion because they have to complain and cry being discriminated. Whether we
Yeah,
like it
that's
or
a
not,
reality.
it is existing. Thank you, Iha.
Yeah,
That's a good word because they would like to, to eliminate discriminations. As what I said, discrimination even started in the time of Jesus Christ. Why Jesus was discriminated? Because he's a Jew. Why the Australites, Israelites has to discriminate because they are in power. So that is always the case. When you are in power, the tendency is to discriminate and to humiliate your fellow beings because
you
you are
cannot be a
using your.
better person if you don't know what's in front or facing the reality of discrimination.
That's a that's a good word. I think for me, being discriminated, you keep yourself stronger because
Yeah,
you cannot give up because you have to live.
yeah,
You have to strive and to prove that what they are saying to you is the opposite. You are a better person that and what they think of you.
yeah.
That's good. Good
That's it.
luck. That's give you more power and more determination that who are
Yeah,
saying to you that you are not good as what they think. Sorry, prove to yourself. If you think I am not good as you are, for me, I am better than you because that's what you're thinking, and I have my own thinking. It's all depends on you. What you believe, that is not what I believe because what I believe is different from what you believe. So
yes.
you are strong, Iha. You have a strong determination. God bless you.
I'm independent child. That's why I'm so I know I'm in since 10 years I'm independent child, so I know the reality what's the negative in front of me, the discrimination, the weaknesses I already encountered. That's why I keep strong
That's why
to
you
be
are
a better
stronger
person.
now. That's why you surpass all this hazards in our life.
Yeah.
So the more experience you have, the more genius you are getting to, and more mature and ever ready to whatever circumstances that you have to encounter.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Same
Mhm.
to you.
Mhm. Anything
Okay.
else? We have all the time. Don't worry.
I'm so shy. I don't
Why
have
don't you?
anything to say
There's
because
nobody looking at us. We are just face to face. But actually, you are from Hong Kong and I'm here. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I just wanted to uh
Yes, yeah. So long
uh
what we discuss is not personal. So we are talking in general. That we are not referring to
yeah,
an individual. So don't be
yeah.
afraid. Hmm. This is a general
Me as
subject.
me as a young people, I just advise to other people that discrimination is the part of our life. No need to make down or be weaknesses to their life. Just continue to work, focus the family, and enjoy life. That's it.
Okay, let's have a break. Wala ka. Because palagay ko mas comfortable kung magsalita tayo ng Tagalog, Bisaya, whatever.
Maganda.
This is, this is serves you. Kailangan ba natin mag-English na parehas tayo Pilipino?
Bakit nga tayo nag-English?
Kaya nga ba, kailangan pa ba tayo mag-English na parehas tayo Pilipino? Kung sa Congress nga, nagtatagalog tayo pa talaga magkapit-bahay lang tayo? Hmm.
Nga.
Okay, break muna tayo.
Um,
Okay, Happy Coffee. Magkape ka muna dyan.
Hi, hello. Welcome to Canadian Pinoy Radio Montreal. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy your stay. Thank you, Try Sunfilm. Please subscribe and share. For Filipino delicacies, call Pinoy Pansitan and order now at 438-386-7999. For your computer problems, call 514-560-0398.
Okay, you heard our host that if you have a problem, don't be shy to contact us or shout at us if it is necessary, because you have to share the ideas or you have to open up. How could we solve any problem if you compare to yourself? Because if an individual problem, of course, we are not part of it. When it is community problem, you can consult us. Maybe we could give some answer, maybe not at all, but at least you open up, because that is the very thing in your heart. And you have to share, because like the ladies of our Filipinas, they are bursting to gossip because they cannot keep anything on themselves. They cannot keep the secret. They have to open up. And now, you know who they are? Now they are healthy people because they don't keep grudge. They don't keep secret. They open and laugh each other together. That's how life could exist freely and abundantly with all the smile that they could give. Because Filipinos are not really subjected to worries. Because it happens in everywhere. When there is disaster, of course, when there is somebody pass away, of course, they express their sorrow, express their lamentations, but when you ask them to smile, they are willing and we're ready to smile at you, back at you. So that's what you are, because in some nationalities, they are very secretive. One example, when the earthquake hit Japan, some aid that coming to help the disaster, the wreckage. All the Japanese working there, they cannot even look at you, they cannot even smile at you. They are, all heads are bowed and you cannot even ask a question. So, but Filipinos are different. There may be, they are maybe under the flood, maybe the mud is up to their neck, but when the camera pass around, they are really willing to wave their hands and smile and say mabuhay or hello. That's what we are. We accept calamities with a smile, but we are really willing to recover ourselves as soon as we survive to the accident or disaster that may encounter in our surroundings in the community. So here we are again, back to the show that, of course, I have to thank this modern technology that I was able to have. But for me to survive, support this program, support the sponsors, support our hosts that they are also human. They are also in need of material things in order their equipments, their rentals, their everything. So please share with us your support and saying good in saying sharing and extending the messages to all everybody will be highly appreciated. Come forward, say something that shows your support, because keeping silent and laughing at the back, we will not get bad, but that's your support to this aspiring link in our community. Okay, I had to acknowledge Erika Botolze, Juan de la Cruz, of course, that's a common name, Jello, Erika Botolze, Gina Salto, Juan de la Cruz, of course, you are not, they don't want to be identified, and Malu Bailey. Okay, thank you guys for being a patient, listening, and smiling there at the back, but that's how it is. We are not professionals. We are just picking up bits and pieces to to accommodate the situation of this having a show. For me, I could share something that was not being discussed, but one good example, our community center. Had it not been for that community center, there will be more farmers sprouting every corner, because it has the history. In the early 60s and 70s, there were two farmers, one from the east and one in the central Montreal. Because every time when the election held, the result, there will be a winner and the other one is being cheated. May isang nanalo at isang dinaya. Without the farmers building, they are already willing to have a split and form a new farmers. But we are only one building, so they had to stick together and wait for the next 2 years to be running again. We have that history. In the Philippines, when a convention was held in one party, so they agreed together to support one another, and the winner will be the standard bearer. But after the convention, there will be only one winner. So the opposing or the another aspirant who claimed that he was cheated has to form his own party, because they believe this politician, not only in farmers, they could do better. Like farmers now, if you could see, for the past 10 years, the same people coming back and forth, sometimes they lose, sometimes they win, but be sure they will be back again next year. So, because they believe that only them who could run the farmers. But it's a very ridiculous situation now. Not officially, some people are asking where are the membership fees goes. If you ask any one of them, it's in good hands. But why not in the farmers' funds? Well, we have no authority on that, but for curiosity, why some people would say it's in good hands? It's deposited to whose name? Why not in farmers' fund? I am not sure of that if it is true or not. I hope somebody could come forward. What is true? Because we cannot keep the membership on the air, keeping asking what, why, and when. I hope this will be clarified. But we have been asking that since 1990. There is no turnover. The turnover is incomplete. Of course, please clarify this to the membership. We old-timers have really shed our tears and effort in order to start this building. Actually, we are the envy of other ethnic groups that we have our own building. Only Filipinos have their own community center. We are proud. We old-timers are proud to have that collective effort and buy that duplex in Banhorn. We are proud to see not a single centavo coming from the three levels of government, from federal, provincial, and municipal. The collective efforts of the old-timers were able to raise that amount and now is fully paid. And we are asking the new generation of officers, at least maintenance has to be observed and expansion is needed, because if we have community members of 510 years ago, now we are 5,000 strong members. So please utilize your intelligence and knowledge and a little effort being as a caregiver, caretaker of our building. That is our identity. I hope no splinters will come sooner because we have only one building. So, of course, association may come in any form or any other name, but nobody would touch Faba's name, because we have that building that unites our membership and officers, aspirant presidents, and directors of FABAS. Nobody would dare to form a new FABAS because we have only one building. So I hope our young aspirants would think twice and be ready to face the reality that farmers needed an expansion. Farmers needed maintenance. And bear in mind that when anything given to you as officers on behalf of farmers is not yours, but still farmers. Just because you need to raise a certain amount, you could put your name there prominently that you own that farmer. Because your project, it is a project of you initiated it, but when it comes to reality, that is a project of the community. It's not your project anymore when it is donated by somebody else on behalf of PAMAS, you receive it. So don't abuse your authority claiming it's yours. Okay, you should say that you are initiated. Yes, no problem. I'm afraid someday some person will name the building as their own. Please don't do that. Have the dignity of self-respect to yourself, because everybody knows when you are an officer of organization, you are just acting on behalf of the association. It's not yours. What else could we talk about? I still have 15 minutes. Jonathan has no flashing, so I will go back to the first. I think I have to make it known that we are very much well versed of our history. But now we are Canadians. So we need to know our history as of Canada. As I said, when was the first federation of provinces was formed? What are the provinces that formed the Confederation of Canada? And of course, like any other country, there is holiday making it as Canada Day. Of course, we know it always. Canada Day is July 1st. If month of June is the month of the Philippines, because why month of June was given officially by the Parliament of Canada, that month of June is Filipino Heritage in Canada week long. So we have to be grateful in that the sponsor, and it was passed to the Parliament unanimously honoring us Filipinos having the celebration for the whole month of June every year as Filipino Heritage Month. Okay, they're flashing that we need sponsors. So, for my existence and the existence of this program, we needed sponsors. We are not asking too much. A little amount that you could dole out to spare out and for the existence of this show. Please don't be shy, and we will be heartily thanking you for making you smile of our expressing our mistakes and incoherence. But I would be asking, why don't you throw us your very thought-provoking questions that will awaken everybody? Something special question. I may not be able to answer it, but maybe our listener could express their views and what that when there is a question. Please do that, because your reaction will suffice that at least there is you who would like to make any corrections. Yes, sir, big brothers, you could come in anytime you want, are free. You have
Hi,
something to say?
sir.
Hi.
Kumusta po? Tata Bert, kumusta?
Oh, okay, I'm still alive.
Okay. Can you speak Tagalog po? Or do you want us to talk in English?
or any language I do. Though I am from Iloilo, I'm a Bisaya.
Iloilo. So, Ilonggo man kamugali.
That's what they call it.
Okay. Hello, Miss Malu Bailey. Shoutout po sa mga nasa baba. Sir Eric.
Yeah.
Batusay, hello.
Okay.
Sir, Tata Bert, how long have you been here po? Like, you're in Canada, right?
Yes. Okay,
How
how
long have you been
long?
in Canada po? If you
I
don't mind.
think if you are 40, you are 40 years old?
I'm
Not yet.
actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually more than that.
Okay. Whether you like it or not, I'm sure you are not born yet when I came here. I came here in 1971. So how long?
I think my dad and my mom is still trying to create me that time. Yeah. Just kidding.
So I'm so 60 years in Canada.
Okay.
So
So 60 years straight in Canada, or do you still go home?
I always go
Eric,
home.
hello. Shout out.
When I was working, I go home on 3 years. But when I got retired, every year I'm always home. Uh, though I spend sometimes in like the
Yeah.
Caribbean, but I would rather spend my hard-earned money to my relatives and friends in the Philippines.
That is a good thing to do. You know,
Yeah,
you'd
that's
rather
how I
become
feel.
you'd rather
Yeah,
become the hero of your own family than become the hero of other people who just uses your money for things that are not really like good, you know. So
yeah. The feeling is really totally different with you share. You don't have much money, but if you let us say you have $50 and you give $10 to your relatives or to your neighbor, the feeling is totally different. That
correct.
elevates your morale, your health, especially because you are having a happy and peaceful mind.
And this is all about honest and truthful giving and helping, right?
Well, of course, because nobody will grab you if you don't want to share. Because if you are giving in a bad, uh, in the bad mode, you're not sharing at all. You share your bad mood, but share your smile and happiness that you show to them that you enjoy giving them. You are glad that somebody asked you, and you will be glad that you have that little amount could share, because the feeling is really will is very you are at the ninth cloud when you give something or charitable donation to a fellow, especially your neighbors and relatives.
So you were born and raised in Iloilo, Tata Bert.
Yes, because I left Iloilo in 1954.
Okay.
So I stayed in Guam for 3 years. After 54, I stayed in the seminary for 3 years. I finished my philosophy and moved and graduated in journalism at UST. But at that time, after the seminary, I was because I the only reason I entered the seminary to obtain skill, because as a seminarian we work for our schools, we work daytime and our studies in the evening. But I was able to finish 3 years and finish in the philosophy. And after that, the calling is not for me. Why? Because uh, I was in the religious order, not like the ordinary press that could have an earnings, but not when I was there, because I cannot be sacrificing myself without helping my family, especially we are poor. Bear mind you, I have to tell you, I'm really glad to, if you want to listen to this. The very first time I wore a tennis shoes which I borrowed is on my graduation in high school. I'm walking every morning when I was in the elementary, walking 3 kilometers morning and afternoon for school for my elementary schools without even
Which part of Iloilo are you from po?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Okay, because I actually lived in Bacolod for like 6 years before, and I have been to Iloilo one time. I went to PRC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so are you relatives with DJ Yui, or you a close friend?
Oh yeah, not only friends but most of the relatives, of course, because barangays, everybody is related. Everybody, you don't have to be actually blood related, but when you are neighbors, you are treating each other more than brothers and sisters. So everybody is a family. That's what we are.
Of course. I mean, up to now, everyone should be a family up to now, right?
Yeah. Yes. You don't have to be a blood related family. So long as you are a neighbor, you are a family.
As
So
long as
that's
you
our
share the
why
same principle,
that's why we
share
are
the
living
same principle, right?
So
Anyway, shout out to all the brothers and sisters out there. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Sis Malu, Sir Eric,
Happy
shout out ka naman dyan,
Thanksgiving.
bossing.
Oo nga. Ito, shout out sa baba,
Mhm.
sila Sir Jello,
Oh,
sila Malu
yes.
Bailey,
Tama. Papahingayin muna natin ng
Gina
Tata
sa
Bert. Tata Bert,
oh,
magtatagalog
Happy
po muna kami. Ha?
Thanksgiving, Tata
Baka
Bert.
mag-work kami ni Boss Eric. Sige po.
good. I'm cleansing my thirst.
Sige po. Yeah, all right. So, Boss Eric, ikaw yata may kilala sa karamihan sa mga nasa baba. Jello is from where? Taga saan? Sis Jello, right?
Alam ko si Jello sa Manila rin yata siya, Quezon City yata siya.
Okay. Pero majority, how about you, Eric? Ikaw ba, Eric, is taga OFW ka rin ba? Are you working or living outside the country, Philippines, o ano?
Ako OFW.
Saan
Dito
po kayo?
sa Manila ako, sir.
Saan po?
Dito sa may Manila.
Okay. Pero kayo po ay nag-OFW din?
Hindi ako nag-OFW. Nag-tour
okay
lang
po.
ako sa ibang bansa. Ganun.
Oh, that's beautiful. Saan po kayo sa Manila, sir? Meet the new heroes.
Dito sa Manila.
Opo.
Dumadami na yan tao sa mga mall.
Okay.
Minsan. Lalo na this December siguro.
Opo. Yeah. So,
Kasi
si Miss Malu Bailey is from, I think, Texas, I think. Parang sinabi niya kanina.
Texas.
Correct.
US din siya, Texas.
Opo. Si Jello is from Manila. Tama po ba, Miss
Alam ko
Jello?
Manila rin si Jello.
Yeah. Opo. Si Anne Sire? Oh, shout out Anne Sire from Hong Kong. Oh, okay. Hello po. Opo.
Si Gina Saito sa Japan.
Sino po ang nasa Japan?
Si Ma'am Gina Saito.
Okay. Alam nyo, Brother Eric, honestly, Tata Bert, I'm really, kumbaga parang amazing na imagine ang usapan is noon at ngayon, Tata Bert, right? I mean, that was, from the old days to the new era. Imagine the changes that has happened from Tata Bert's era to the new era right now. And Tata Bert, I think, is so lucky because nai-enjoy niya yung technology natin right now. Di ba, Sir Eric? Di ba nai-enjoy yung technology? We're in nung araw, Tata Bert, before,
oh yeah, a phone call cost us $250 without even
correct.
the real contact whom we are talking.
Yeah, and then it's always choppy on the phone. It's a business. You buy, for example, when I first came here, I'm actually buying phone cards. I'm using phone cards still, and I'm paying like $5 per phone card. It's like what, 10 minutes? So Boss Eric, talagang the technology actually changed a lot dito sa ating mundo, 'di ba? You know?
Okay. And my time,
Ngayon,
phone
ano na eh,
card is
libre
not
na eh.
even a dream.
Mm. And you know what? Alam nyo, God is really good. Why? Ngayon nag-hit yung pandemic, nagkaroon ng technology na ganito. Kung hindi, imaginein mo, Tata Bert, imagine, Tata Bert, if we don't have technology like this, how can we communicate with our families back home? You know? We cannot see them like real time like this.
Not even a radio.
Not even a radio.
Hindi tayo
Correct.
magkakakilala.
Tama yun. And ako talaga nagpapasalamat ako na dumating tayo sa point na even though meron tayong pinagdadaanan ngayon, ay masaya pa rin ang buhay dahil nagkaka-connect tayong mga Pilipino. Even sa social media ang tinatawag nila. You know? Tata Bert, back in your day, you don't have any social media, right? You only have social.
For me, I every day here, everybody is
Social.
calling me and everybody is asking how am I, which I thank God that everybody is also concerned what I am. But, and of course, I thank God that I still strong and happy without any sickness and peace of mind all the time. Because I'm not worried about money.
Tama.
Because
And you still look young, Tata Bert. You still look young.
Before we close, I would like you, could you join me again tomorrow?
Of course. I mean, we can always join you, you know. I mean, I'm actually free right now. That's the reason why I can go up right now. So, I don't know, Brother Eric, meron ba tayong ibang mapupuntahan na tayo makapagkwentuhan? Or is Tata Bert gonna close this now? Who's gonna close who's the host on this?
Because I am limited only to 10 o'clock.
Who is the host in this one? Is this DJ Yui or this is Tata Bert?
Alam,
So, for my last word would
Alam
be
ko si-
asking you to make a response,
Oo nga
make any suggestion, and sponsor, and like and dislike. That is needed. Your action, suggestion is badly needed. And support is also likewise paramount to the subsistence and existence of this program. Thank you very much. Magandang gabi, mabuhay sa inyong lahat. Good evening.